Hello and welcome to the 7-minute sofa yoga sessions. And today we are going to get to grips with our feet. Our beautiful feet that do so much for us. We stand on them for the best part of the whole of the day. And even when we sleep, we just lay in flat with them doing nothing. And they really need some TLC. So that's what we're going to do today with our 7 minutes. Now, if for any reason you don't like your feet being touched, get over yourself. They're part of you. They need maintenance. They need care. And if you can't touch your own feet, if you can't get to them or reach them, which there's lots of us that aren't able to, get someone else to do it. Get someone that loves you, that you love, and do each other's feet. There's so many special parts of the sole of the foot that when you give it some love, you release blockages that can trigger up through the legs and through the rest of the body. And also your toes, they get very tight over the years. The bones get tight, brittle, and it can really obstruct your pleasure for walking. You know, it can become painful, it can hurt. So get to grips with your feet while you're sitting on the sofa, while you're watching that square box. It really will make you feel a whole lot better. So beneficial. Let's get started. So take a foot in your hand, draw the shin and calf muscle, cradle it if you can, if you're able to sit like this. If not, of course, get the person that's sitting next to you on the sofa to deal with your feet, and then you can swap. So first and foremost, relax. You've got to soften in the foot area. So soften in the mind and send that message down to the foot. Look at your foot whilst you're treating it and giving it some TLC. You're going to really relax in the toes now and the bones of the toes, the phalanges. And you're going to put the fingers and the bones of the fingers, the phalanges, through the toes. Now this may well take time because you might have really tight toes right now where you haven't given them any TLC for some time. But if you make it a gradual process and practice, they'll get there. See if you can pull webbing to webbing as well, so you really get right in nice and tight. And once you do, simply start moving, flexing backwards and forwards. Slowly to begin with, because again, the bones might be really tough and tight, the joints seized up, but guaranteed, if you relax in the mind, take a breath in, draw in the oxygen, sigh the breath out and surrender. Before you know it, you'll be able to move backwards and forwards with some lucidity. Unclench your teeth, relax your shoulders while you're doing this. Remember to keep the breath cycle flowing freely. Breath and movement are one and the same, pretty much. Okay, so once you've done that, and if you do find it hard to get in there, use some lotion or oil perhaps. You can even put the aromatherapy peppermint oil in the mix, and that really does revive the feet. I mean, it brings a tingling sensation, really refreshing. So once you've done fingers through toes, then you're just going to bring your hand to rub the front of the foot, taking the toes in their natural flow direction. And then you grasp underneath the ball of the foot and you bend the toes backwards and rub them. And look at your feet as you're doing it, remember. Send them some love. They do a whole lot for you. Once you've done that, then just allow the lower leg to hang over your arms and point and flex, point and flex. This will bring greater mobility to your ankle. And then you can do circular movements, trying to make the movement as smooth as you can. First one way and then the other. Simple technique. And once you've done one side, you then move onto the other. Taking time to draw up through your central column, through your torso. Make your sitting posture as tall as it can be, because if you slouch, you're just going to allow those ribs to crush down into the abdominals, which takes away the space that can be made available for free-flowing, rich oxygenated blood. And that rich oxygenated blood is what fuels you, keeps you in good repair. So we're on the other side now, backwards and forwards, slowly at first. This can get quicker over time, and once you relax, teeth unclenched, shoulders away from the ears, and then your phalanges can, of both the fingers and the toes, that's what the bones are called there, the phalanges, will become more mobile. And then you release, and softly giving that love in both directions of the toes, smoothing the skin, and then a little bit of flexing and pointing, flex and point. Circular movements, enabling greater mobility in the ankles. At first it may not seem so, but guaranteed perseverance, patience and practice will bring about the benefits pretty quickly as well. And there you go. Not even 7 minutes and you've revived your feet, and that's going to have impact travelling up the body to the rest of you. See you again soon for some more 7-minute sofa yoga.